time of 52.92, a new high school national record. Back to back to back to back state champions. NET Sports, Nebraska's home for championship sports, is live from Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln, Nebraska for the 2019 NSAA Boys Basketball Championships. Our morning session concludes with a championship in Class D1 as Humphrey, Lindsay, Holy Family, the Bulldogs, seeded number 2, take on the 4th-seeded Knights of Archbishop Bergan. Along with Andy Markowski, I'm Larry Putney. Andy Kendi will be joining us momentarily. Bergan looking for, as we said, that rare double. Girls won it last week. Boys can win it. But for Humphrey, Lindsay, Holy Family, they've never won a state championship as a combined school yet.
Yeah, certainly a historic, two programs, but being together for the first time will be interesting. And they've rolled to the state tournament. Their average margin of win so far is 19 points a game, and they're going to use a full court defense to do it. They press, they force number 1 seeded Paxton into 22 turnovers. And then the other thing, Larry, this is a rematch. So do they have the emotional edge having lost earlier, or do they lack a little confidence knowing that they've already been beat? For Archbishop Bergan, sometimes records are deceiving. They've played an unbelievably tough schedule. They played North Bend Central. They played Roncalli, which we'll see in B. They're led by Grant Frickenstein, a 6'3" senior, averaging 20 a game. He's averaged 27 a game so far in the state tournament. Look for him to have a big day today.
Well, they might be seeded 2 and 4, but Bergan is ranked as one of the top teams in the state. In fact, they're number 1 in D1, according to the World Herald. Should be a good one. It's Bergan and Humphrey, Lindsay, Holy Family when we come back on NET Sports.
Don't be in a hurry when it flurries. The roads are not fit to drive. Tires will slip and lose their grip. You'll be lucky to make it alive. Don't be in a hurry when it flurries. Best to leave home prepared. Look at all the snow and watch it blow. I wouldn't go out if you dared. Don't be in a hurry when it flurries. You should have checked 511. Look out now, here comes the plow. You're gonna be late anyhow. Don't be in a hurry when it flurries. It would be better not to go out alone. All of this ice is not so nice. Next time, better stay home.
Head trauma and concussion risk minimization is a priority of the NSAA. When in doubt, sit them out.
Some common symptoms of concussions are dizziness, confusion, and nausea.
The NSAA requires coaches in all sports to take a concussion course annually.
For more information regarding concussion management and return to play protocol, visit our website, nsaahome.org. When in doubt, sit them out.
Welcome back to Pinnacle Bank Arena. It's the Class D1 State Championship game on Championship Saturday. Hello again, everybody. I'm Andy Kendi. I'll be bringing you the story from the sidelines. But first up, it's time to get to know these two teams. Archbishop Bergan taking on Humphrey, Lindsay, Holy Family. And to do the honors, here's our public address announcer, Mr. Heath Kramer.
On behalf of the Nebraska School Activities Association and its member schools, welcome to Pinnacle Bank Arena for the 2019 NSAA Boys State Basketball Championships. The NSAA is proud to recognize its premier corporate partners, U.S. Bank, Farmers Mutual Insurance, Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association, Nebraska Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, and CHI Health St. Elizabeth. Today's Class D1 championship game features the number 4 seed, the 19-8 Archbishop Bergan Knights, and the number 2 seed, the 22-6 Humphrey, Lindsay, Holy Family Bulldogs. And now for the introduction of the players and coaches. First, the non-starters from Humphrey, Lindsay, Holy Family. Number 3, Bryce Clausen. Number 4, Jacob Brandel. Number 5, Brandon Wunderlich. Number 13, Aiden Widener. Number 15, Carter Masteller. Number 21, Trent Reardon. Number 22, Jason Suits. Number 24, Jacob Suits. And number 30, Cooper Beller. Here are the non-starters for Archbishop Bergan. 0, Caleb Vilwalk. Number 3, Titan Vance. Number 22, Shea Gossett. Number 24, Jackson Gilfrey. Number 33, Nick Kincannon. Number 34, Sam Sleister. Number 35, Lucas Pruce. Number 42, AJ Walter. And number 44, Thunder Myers. Now, the starting lineup for the Humphrey, Lindsay Holy Family Bulldogs. A 5'9" junior, number 2, Brett Hannes. A 6'2" senior, number 10, Turner Beller. A 5'10" senior, number 12, Dylan Hansel. A 6'4" junior, number 23, Tyler Suits. And a 6'4" senior, number 32, Ethan Hansel. Joe Hesse is the head coach for the Bulldogs. His assistants are Bryce King and Dennis Beller. Now, the starting lineup for the Archbishop Bergan Knights. A 6'1" junior, number 5, Jake Ritter. A 6'2" senior, number 10, Dylan Gartner. A 6'3" senior, number 15, Grant Frickenstein. A 5'11" senior, number 21, Dre Vance. And a 6'4" senior, number 25, Riley Lindberg. Ryan Molnarek is the head coach for the Knights. His assistants are Doug Moore, Chris Rainforth, Matt Sleister, John Faulkner, Santana Melgoza, and Tyler Craven. The officials for today's game are Chris Wright, Chris Kaborik, and Grant Carter. And the bench official is Ryan Specht. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's play championship basketball.
So here we go. This is where Humphrey, Lindsay Holy Family, obviously in the town of Humphrey. It's a newly combined school, 6 years into this co-op. First ever trip here to state. Bergan, obviously in Fremont, not too far away from each other. They played each other once this year. That matchup was won by Fremont Bergan. So this is the rematch. Here's how they got here. Bergan knocked off Fullerton and Elm Creek, while Humphrey, Lindsay Holy Family with the win over Hartington, Newcastle, and also Paxton to make it here to this state championship. There's Ryan Molnarek, the head coach of Bergan. In his 3rd season. He's a Bergan alum, thrilled to be back on the sideline for his alma mater. And there is the head coach of Humphrey, Lindsay Holy Family, in his first year, 22-6, 88-53 overall. Ready to tip it off here in this Class D1 title game. Bergan wins the tip. They come in ranked number 1 in the state by the Omaha World Herald, seeded 4. Bergan Knights are 19-8. Humphrey, Lindsay Holy Family 22-6. You heard Andy Markowski say off the top the just brutal schedule that Bergan has played throughout the year. They had a stretch where they played North Bend Central, Bishop Neumann, Hastings St. Cecilia, Boys Town, Bishop Neumann, all these teams that were down here at state. It's been a grueling schedule for Bergan.
Yeah, Bergan's going to open in a matchup zone.
Put back in the basket by Turner Beller to lead things off. Beller's the 2nd leading scorer for the Bulldogs.
Here you see that Humphrey, Lindsay Holy Family's full court pressure. They're going to drop back into a 1-3-1 half court zone defense. Generated a turnover the first possession.
You like that length at the top of that 1-3-1 for Beller. There's the bucket by Gartner. And then quickly Bergan jumps into some full court pressure. Hansel controls, and now over to Suits. And the turnover taken away by Dylan Gartner. Here's Dre Vance with it. Vance with the drive, kicks it back up to Ritter. Ritter with the feed down low. And the foul will be called, and that will send Grant Frickenstein to the line. Frickenstein, the leading scorer for the Knights. Foul called on Ethan Hansel.
There you see a little lob to throw diagonal pass over the top of the 1-3-1 zone. Frickenstein, one of the top players in all of Class D1. Mentioned in the opener, it has, most kids when they come to state are the focal point. Others try to take them away. You rarely see them kind of above their scoring average, but averaging 20, and so far in the state tournament, he's averaging 26 a game.
Knocks down both free throws, does Frickenstein. Got a lot of interest from Nebraska area colleges. He's going to wait and kind of see what offers come his way before he makes the decision, but Wesleyan, Concordia, Midland, all courting the services of Grant Frickenstein.
Got good length at 6'3". Left-handed, which I think is always more difficult to guard left-handed just because you don't play as often against it. Saw a smooth stroke from the free throw line, making the first two.
Beller down low, the turnaround not there, rebound Frickenstein. Push tempo here for Bergan. Ritter, bounce pass inside, turnaround right hand hook not there by Riley Lindberg. Shot is off the other one. Now Vance pushes it up. Good ball movement. Shot by Frickenstein is off. Strong rebound by Ethan Hansel, the 6'4" senior for Humphrey, Lindsay, Holy Family.
See both teams trying to push the tempo before the zone defense can get set. But once it's set, you're going to have to be patient, work the ball from side to side.
Go down to Beller again. He's double teamed as soon as he touches. Oh, nice pass. Beller doesn't finish, but right back up strong. Doesn't finish again, and the rebound by Bergan. Three on the way, got it. Knocked down by Dre Vance, who averages nearly 15 a game, and then the foul on Ritter. First foul on Jake Ritter. Nice stroke there by Dre Vance.
Yeah, look for Archbishop Bergan. You're going to get a lot of threes from the corner to the short wing area against a 1-3-1. As the baseline defender has the most court to cover down there, so I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of threes from there. And when you make them, teams have to adjust out of the 1-3-1, so it'll be an interesting chess match by both head coaches.
Three is off. Here's Vance again. Vance with a little runner in the lane, knocked down. Coach Molnaric says Dre Vance is really more of a shooting guard, more of a two, but was forced to play the point here and has really adapted to that role for this team. Down low, the basket by Ethan Hansel.
And he's had a terrific senior season as well, almost averaging 15 a game.
Charge called and drawn by Jacob Suits. Timeout here on the floor in Lincoln. Bergan on top early in this D1 title game, 9-4.
Pride of place is more than just a saying. It's a movement, driven by a desire to achieve and the unwavering faith of the fans. Like a town and its team, Farmers Mutual of Nebraska, always alongside you.
Participating in multiple Nebraska high school activities has taught me the value of teamwork. I learned how to be a strong leader among my peers.
We set goals as a team and work hard to accomplish them.
I strive to excel not only in the classroom, but on the playing field.
The Nebraska School Activities Association providing opportunities in 25 activities for our member high schools. NSAA activities, the other half of education.
9-4 midway through this opening period of the D1 title game. You can watch NET Sports anytime, anywhere. Download the free NET Nebraska app. You can watch college player profiles, full-length episodes from Big Red Wrap-Up, live web streams, and so much more. Just search for NET Nebraska in the App Store or download free at netnebraska.org/apps. Good start for Dre Vance and the Bergan Knights as they come in 19-8 on the year. Last state title won by Bergan was back in 2014. That was in Class C2. You see now into the game for Humphrey Lindsay Holy Family, number 22 and 24. As the basket down low and good by Ethan Hansel. So Hansel will go to the line. The 22 and 24 are Jason and Jacob Suits.
Yeah, Humphrey Lindsay family's doing a good job of getting the basketball into the lane against the matchup zone. And then rebounding out of that 2-3 is always probably the most difficult thing. And they've done a really nice job of getting on the backboard for 4 of their 7 points.
Kicked outside, Frickenstein with a nice drive. Good elevation. Goes off of Frickenstein, and now it's HLHF's ball. In now for Bergan, Thunder Myers. 2 fouls, Dylan Gartner will take a seat.
Bergan's adjusting their full court pressure here. Instead of going 1-2-1-1, they went more of a man look there, trying to change it up on Humphrey Lindsay Holy Family.
Here's Jason Suits with it now over to his brother Jacob. They are twins and freshmen. Jacob with the drive. Not there. Rebound put back up strong by Hansel. Hansel's had a big presence here early on down low.
Yeah, once again, using the first miss as a scoring opportunity, getting on the offensive backboard. That's now 6 second chance points.
Open look from the corner is long, and the rebound to Turner Beller. Tipped away in the turnover by the Bulldogs. Lindbergh down low, got it. First basket for Riley Lindbergh, senior center, who averages just over 12 per game. In fact, nearly averages a double-double with 12 points and 9.8 rebounds per game. Floater in the lane, rebound Lindbergh. Gets the roll, and Frickenstein with 2. Frickenstein with 2. 4 early points for Frickenstein. Beller has it stripped away. Frickenstein again. He's had a few looks down low. They're going to call a foul on the floor before the shot, so Riley Lindbergh will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, both teams wanting to push the basketball. Here you see a nice offensive rebound. Lindbergh being strong with it, got a foul before the shot.
Foul called on Jason Suits. The Suits twins come off of the bench for Humphrey Lindsay Holy Family. Long 3 on the way. And it now belongs to the Bulldogs. Very balanced attack for this Humphrey Lindsay Holy Family squad.
Yeah, really like their length. A lot of 6'3", 6'4", 6'3", 6'4", and playing that half-court 1-3-1, I think, can create some challenges for teams.
Turnover forced by Bergan again. Vance drives in. No shot. They're going to say before the shot on the ground was the foul. That will give Bergan the ball underneath the basket.
Credit Archbishop Bergan. They're doing a really good job of pushing that basketball before the zone defense can get set up. Using that as Frickenstein hit a little pull-up jump shot a couple possessions ago. There they use that quick push to draw a foul.
Nice job defensively with the turnover. Ahead to Dylan Hansel. Kicks it back out. Here's Brett Honus with it. Reverse lay-in, pretty shot. Suits with the basket. That's Tyler Suits, the junior, older brother to Jason and Jacob. But when half your team, more than half your team, sleeps in the same household every night, you hope they all get along, right?
I think it probably has to help chemistry, right?
Okay. You weren't like me and my brothers then, huh?
I'm sure they all have one single goal, and that's to win. And certainly they share the basketball, as you mentioned, the balance. I think they have 7 players kind of in that 12-point average per game.
Controlled by Dylan Hansel after a brief scramble. Jacob Suits with the long three at the buzzer. Jacob Suits knocks it down. And after trailing the entire first period to 3, gives the Bulldogs a 14-13 lead at the break. Off of the scramble, an open look from deep. Gives them the lead.
Early mornings, late nights, emotionally, physically, mentally tougher. Generations of trust, innovation, and hard work done side by side. The decisions you make for your land and livestock have a direct impact on your operation, the region, and the world. That is why we're there when you need us anytime, every time. We both have one chance, one season, one mission. Tougher together. Aurora and you.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
What do you think about going to college?
I'm kind of scared.
I feel nervous a little bit.
That's kind of a tough one. I'm not really sure yet.
I'm excited for college.
How are you going to pay for it?
To be honest, I don't really know.
That's actually a really good question.
So what if you had a friend you could ask?
Back at Pinnacle Bank Arena, Archbishop Bergan trails by 1 after 1 quarter of the Class D1 state championship game. I'm happy to be joined by Dan Koenig. He's the principal at Archbishop Bergan. What a year it's been. The girls winning basketball last week, and now the boys playing for a state championship this week. What are you doing down there?
It all starts with our kids, and it starts with our mission. We have great kids in our school, got an awesome staff that is supporting the mission, fulfilling the mission, and it all starts with faith. Everything starts with faith in our school, and our kids are living out that every single day.
And it's not just basketball. Your girls won the volleyball state championship, and there's more to it than just the basketball and volleyball programs, right?
Yeah, we runner-up in wrestling. We have a national charter in speech and debate. We're a state qualifier in football this year. The accolades keep coming, and it's all due to these awesome kids we have right here.
Fantastic. Dan Koenig, the principal at Archbishop Bergan. And if you're wondering where the athletic director is, Larry, Chris Rainsforth, he's an assistant coach. He's on the bench. He's too busy to do an interview.
Yeah, Chris Rainsforth is one of 3 coaches, Doug Moore and Matt Slicer, who have more than 55 years combined. And there is last week, the state champs on the girls' side. The guys trying to equal their peers at Archbishop Bergan.
A great start by the quarter by Humphrey, Lindsay, Holy Family with a bucket. force Archbishop Bergan's 4th turnover.
Bucket there by Tyler Suits and a quick timeout. 30-second timeout. Let's take a look at last year's state championship in D1.
Lord Central Catholic battled against Kennesaw in pursuit of their 3rd consecutive Class D1 title. The 2018 championship game was the lowest scoring D1 game in history, but the Knights captured the lead with their combative defense and a combined 27 points from seniors Brandon Fredericks and Quentin Vasa. Every possession counted in this match. In the end, Lord Central Catholic would win, becoming the first team in D1 history to be back-to-back-to-back champions.
A new champ will be crowned in D1. In fact, a new champ will be crowned in every class this year. First time in more than 10 years that there won't be a single school at least vying for back-to-back. We've had years where we haven't had back-to-back champs, but never where we didn't have at least one team playing for a second or consecutive state championships.
Yeah, Lord Central Catholic, made it in as an 8 seed, so they had a chance to defend. Unfortunately, lost in the first round to Elm Creek. But there's a theme of threes. Lord's three-peated. You have the 3 Suits brothers, and then I was reading the notes, and the Suits' mother played 3-on-3 or 6-on-6.
6-on-6, yeah.
Iowa basketball, which I've always wished I could have watched and would love to have been all-time offense in that scenario. I hated the defensive end, but.
Well, even if you played offense, though, half of the game you were standing at the half-court line waiting for that ball to come across. I covered girls 6-on-6 basketball in Iowa for 3 or 4 years before they got rid of it. And, 2 dribbles, that's all you could have. No more than two dribbles and then a hard jump stop is what we usually saw. And then it wasn't always easy to get it across the half-court line, right? Because the defenders were standing there at half-court trying to deny. It was an interesting concept that lasted for quite a while in the state of Iowa.
After watching Jason, Tyler, and Jacob, they probably make a pretty good 3-man offensive team. Both are having an impact. All 3 are having an impact in this game so far.
I think the reason they eventually got rid of it was the impact it had on the girls being recruited at the next level. Very difficult to develop all-around skills when you're just playing half the court. Down low to Lindbergh, kick back out.
Humphrey, Lindsay, Holy's family staying in that 1-3-1 zone, using their length to their advantage.
3 on the way from Vance. Off the back of the rim, long rebound out to Beller.
Archbishop Bergan made that first 3 from the corner and have had a couple open looks from that same spot. Fortunately, can't knock him down.
3 is off by Beller, and a foul is going to be called on Bergan. That's going to be on Jake Ritter. Ritter, the 6'1" junior guard. Second personal on Ritter.
Yeah, already Humphrey's 6th offensive rebound in the game. Used a few of those to get 6 second chance points.
Long 3-pointer off the front of the rim. Rebound back up strong on the offensive board, not there. Good hustle back down by Beller defensively. Skip past to Thunder Myers, who takes a 3 and got it. Thunder from out front. I was really hoping to make a basket down low, because you were telling me you couldn't wait to say Thunder down under. I was going to let you have that line too. Off the glass, not good. Thunder with the rebound.
Nice sequence by Thunder. Mentioned knocking in the three. They're playing good post defense, finishing that with a defensive rebound.
Wittgenstein's shot is off. And another rebound by Turner Beller, who's been very active here early on. Primarily on the offensive glass. In fact, Joe Hesse, the head coach for Humphrey Lindsay Holy Family, said Beller may be the best offensive rebounder he has ever coached. Great pass feed down there. Ethan Hansel with the lay-in. Tipped away by Bergan. It will stay with the Bulldogs. 2018 tight game here midway through period number 2. Let's take a look at that last bucket.
Yeah, Humphrey Lindsay Holy Family doing a nice job of getting the ball into that elbow area, which forces that matchup zone to react. They helped up, able to drop it underneath for the layup. Friedenstein did a nice job driving against the 1-3-1, so I think both teams are settling in.
Help defense came a bit late. Riley Lindbergh gets called for the foul. That is the first foul on Riley Lindbergh. First one good by Suits.
You'll see some full court pressure here on the made free throw. Have a 1-2-2 back into the 1-3-1.
Vance three-pointer, got it. Dre Vance takes the open look. Foul called on Myers.
Yeah, really nice inside-outside action. Vance gets his shoulder square. Always shoot a much higher percentage when that ball is coming back out from the inside. Momentum tends to be going forward.
Tipped away right into the hands of Lindbergh on the turnover. Open look here by Titan. Vance not there. And the turnover unforced for the Bulldogs. Here's a look at the head coach of Humphrey Lindsay Holy Family, been there just 1 year. Beller. Nice shot off glass.
Yeah, good body control.
And the pressure leads to the turnover.
Avoiding the charge, being able to step through, using the backboard.
Inside to Beller. Nice spin by Beller. Foul will be called on Suits. That's his first.
I think Coach Menard would like his group to take a little bit better care of the basketball. A couple turnovers the last 2 possessions. Gives them 8 so far for the game.
Suits called for the foul. So Jacob Suits will take a seat. Back in comes Dylan Hansel. Three by Vance is off. Loose ball. It'll scramble there down low, and it will stay with Bergan off of the turnover. Good hustle by Dylan Gartner to stay with that and get a shot. Vance on the sideline, turns it over. (24-21), 3-point Humphrey Lindsay Holy Family lead here with 1:40 to go before halftime of this D1 title game. Bergan opened up that early lead, but that run late in the first period pulled the Bulldogs back into it. Three on the way is off. Lindbergh with the rebound. Oh, nice pass. Laid in by Gardner off the feed from Vance. And the charge. Basket on one end, hustles down, and Gartner draws the foul at the other end.
Yeah, they're going to call that a block.
Oh, they are. No charge, block.
Really good job by Vance there getting into that free throw line area, the Garden spot of his own, creating a layup opportunity for Gartner. Humphrey Lindsay Holy Family, they're not afraid to push the basketball, made or miss. Kind of always in attack mode.
Free throw good by Jason Suits. Second one is good as well.
Now 5 out of 5. Humphrey Lindsay Holy Family for the game. Taking advantage of the free throw opportunities.
Timeout taken by Ryan Milnerick. So down by 3, 1 minute to go before half, 26-23. Timeout for Archbishop Bergan. Ethan Hansel's had a nice game, the 6'4" senior forward. He averages about 7.5 a game. Has 11 already for Humphrey Lindsay Holy Family.
Well, you see 2 offensive rebound putbacks and 1 on that opportunity. See him getting that early post position, taking advantage of the backboard.
Hansel was all-state football in 6-man last year and then hurt his shoulder in football late in his junior year. Missed about half the season last year in basketball. Missed all last year in basketball. So he's been coming on as of late, playing much better, according to Coach Joe Hess.
Yeah, you love to see that. Your senior player is able to step up, averaging 8 a game, already 11 in the first half, so tremendous impact. Big reason why Humphrey Lindsay Holy Family is leading.
Jake Ritter back into the game now for the Knights. Ritter looks inside, he'll drive. Rebound to the Bulldogs.
Yeah, nice job of changing up the defense. Actually went box and one against Frickenstein that possession, using a timeout to deploy a different defensive strategy.
Good dish. And there's the offensive rebound pulled down and then tied up. But again, on the offensive boards, Turner Bell are doing a great job.
A great hustle by both teams. State title on the line. You don't reach down for a loose ball. Three trying to dive on it, secure the possession for their team.
10 seconds to go here before half. Last shot coming up for Bergan.
We'll see the box and one again. They're not going to let Frickenstein, which averages 20 a game, get a shot.
Ray Vance with it, will not get a shot off. And that's where we end at half. 16 minutes down, 16 to go. Humphrey, Lindsay, Holy Family on top, 26-23. Andy's with the head coach.
Coach, what are you most pleased with?
Man, I'm pleased with everything. This is fun environment, fun game, great game to be a part of. What a great opponent Archbishop Bergan is. I mean, I wish we could play these guys 20 times a year because all the games would look like this. It's back and forth, it's fun. Our defense is doing a good job. I think we're doing a better job of holding that Frickenstein in check. He is such a stud. He's the best player in our class, and I think our kids did a good job there.
Good luck in the second half. Your team is up by 3 in the Class D1 state championship game against Archbishop Bergan. We'll have halftime festivities straight ahead.
Methodist College is small, and the faculty is very involved. I feel that they care about how I'm doing.
Nebraska Methodist put clinical work right there with the schoolwork. I knew I was going to be helping patients even during school.
Since starting Nebraska Methodist College, I have learned a lot about myself. I love to learn, and I want to keep progressing and make an impact on patients.
The money that comes from Constellation goes directly back into our county 4-H program. So they're directly impacting young people and the development of young people, whether that's leadership development, citizenship development, or helping them develop life skills.
Constellation provides natural gas for Nebraska homes, farms, ranches, and businesses. Through our support for 4-H and FFA, we're providing energy for Nebraska's future as well. Natural gas from Constellation.
Coverage of the 2019 NSAA Boys High School Basketball Championships on NET is made possible in part by Aurora Cooperative, Constellation Energy, and the Nebraska Corn Board. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support. Welcome back to Pinnacle Bank Arena at halftime of the D1 title game. Second seeded Humphrey, Lindsay, Holy Family on top of Archbishop Bergan. Time to take a look at some action from the first half, and it was really Bergan that got out to the quick start. Archbishop's lead grew to as many as 7 in that first.
There you see some work from Humphrey, Lindsay family on the offensive backboard. Both teams, I thought, took advantage of transition opportunities.
That's the long 3 that gave the first lead to Humphrey, Lindsay, Holy Family, and they held that lead through much of that second period. As Coach Hesse said, very back and forth, tight game. 26-23 at the half. Look at the statistics from half number 1.
Yeah, I thought the difference, if you look at the free throw line, Humphrey, Lindsay, Holy Family, 5 of 5 versus only 2 of 3 attempts from Archbishop Bergan. The zone defenses, I think, has limited fouling. Second chance points, a big difference. Lindsay, Holy Family with 7 points, and then also taking advantage of 9 first half turnovers to Archbishop Bergan to score 11 points off those turnovers.
So we are at halftime here of this Class D1 title game. 26-23. Lindsay Holy Family on top.
Are you cool to flex fuel? 1 in 7 Nebraskans is driving a flex fuel vehicle, and many don't even realize it. With a flex fuel vehicle, you can fill up with any blend of American ethanol and gasoline, from E10 to E15, from E30 to E85, at any time in any amount. Look for an insignia on your trunk or tailgate. You might have a yellow gas cap, or check your owner's manual. If you're cool to flex fuel, then look for a flex fuel pump in your neighborhood. Flex fuel blends with American ethanol.
Let's talk about public power for a second. Did you know Nebraska is the only state in the nation served entirely by public power electric utilities? Community-owned utilities mean Nebraskans are working for Nebraskans. Just another way your electric utility shows how public power works for you. Let's talk about public power for a second. Did you know Nebraska's electric utilities are governed by locally elected or appointed boards and councils? This means you have a voice in the decisions made by your local utility. Just another way your electric utility shows how public power works for you.
I started painting in 1985. I grew up as a musician. Art has given me an outlet and has always been a part of me. NET provides conversations across the entire state, and it's important that Nebraska has one organization, whether you're doing football games, volleyball games, or arts, theater, and humanities information. NET supports all of those. Nebraska Stories brings out unique stories of people that generally no one else knows about. You have producers, you have creative people within the NET organizations that are out looking across the entire state to find messages, find people, find things to go talk about in the state of Nebraska. And I think that if it wasn't for NET, those jewels will be lost and forever forgotten. I'm Dick Shoemaker from Cambridge, Nebraska, and I watch, listen, and support NET.
Back at Pinnacle Bank Arena, halftime of the D1 title game. Time now for a special presentation, and for that, let's go to Heath Kramer.
The Nebraska Officials Foundation and Nebraska High School Officials Association is pleased to present 2 scholarships in memory of Bill Lewis. Bill Lewis was a longtime high school football and basketball official. He was later the supervisor of officials for the NSAA. One of Bill's goals was to standardize referee signals to make it easier for an official to work with any other official at district and state tournaments. He also expanded the use of observers throughout the state so a larger number of officials could be mentored. Bill was a member of the National Basketball and Football Rules Committees. He was inducted into the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame in 2005. He received an Outstanding Service Award from the NSAA and was named a Friend of High School Sports by the Nebraska Coaches Association. Bill retired in 2004 due to illness, and he died in 2006. Here today to present the awards are Bill's wife, Sandy, NSAA Executive Director Jay Beller, NSAA Supervisor of Officials John Dolliver, and NHSOA Director Kelly Klassen. The first recipient is Grace Lindsay from Wayne High School. Grace is the daughter of Daryl and Lisa Lindsay. She plans to attend Wayne State College and major in secondary English education. Congratulations, Grace Lindsay. The second recipient is Dylan Speaker from Lincoln Southeast High School. Dylan is the son of Steve and Brenda Speaker. He plans to attend the University of Nebraska-Lincoln and major in civil engineering. Congratulations, Dylan Speaker.
Congratulations to those being honored here this afternoon at the halftime of this Class D1 state championship game. When we come back, second half action on the way from Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln. Bergan and Humphrey Lindsay Holy Family for the D1 title.
The Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association is pleased to sponsor the NSAA Academic All-State Award Program, recognizing students and athletes who shine in the classroom and on the field. This statewide program recognizes academic excellence, leadership, and athletic achievement in over 20 high school sports and activities. We honor these exceptional students and all of the teachers, coaches, and parents who have mentored them. Together, we can continue to make Nebraska a great place to live, learn, and play.
Earning my shield means...
It means I'm always moving forward.
Never stopping, always learning.
It means rising to the challenge of my ambition.
Earning my shield means having the confidence to hold my own with anyone from anywhere.
It means more opportunities for me and my children.
Earning my shield means it's never too early or late to set goals. What does it mean to earn your shield? I found out it don't.
Coverage of the 2019 NSAA Boys High School Basketball Championships on NET is made possible in part by the Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, the Nebraska Public Power District, and Nebraska Methodist College. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We couldn't do it without your support. Welcome back to Pinnacle Bank Arena, along with Andy Markowski and Andy Kindy. I'm Larry Putney. Great to have you with us for our day-long coverage of state high school championships right here on NET. We are at the halftime of this D1 title game, and sports fans want to remind you, NET is for you. We bring you more Nebraska high school sports than any other Nebraska network. For more information on dates, times, DVD sales, and available webcasts, you can visit our website at netnebraska.org.
I got him.
Andy Kindy says he's got him. Let's go over to him then.
All right, with Archbishop Bergan's head coach, tell me, Coach, you got a great start, and then what happened?
Well, I think the key there was we didn't finish the possession by rebounding the basketball. They really hurt us on the glass. I think out of the 26 points they have, I think they have 18 off of turnovers and offensive rebounds. So, you know, offensively, we got to settle down, we got to settle in, and we got to be able to move the ball and work for good shots. A lot of quick shots right now, and I like a lot of the things that we're doing, but we got to finish with rebounding and get some better looks offensively.
It is kind of a dance, though. This is the state championship game. How do you tell your kids to just exhale and relax?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the thing that you got to do is you just got to focus and stick together and do what we've done in the past. They've been in big games before, so hopefully we settle in a little bit and we, you know, we have a chance in the end.
Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Archbishop Bergan, the Knights trail by 3 with Humphrey, Lindsay, Holy Family. The Bulldogs lead it at halftime here at the D1 State Championship. Larry?
Thank you very much, Andy. I want to remind you, when you become a member of NET, you will receive NET Passport. The NET Passport gives you anytime, anywhere access to your favorite PBS programs. NET Passport, it is an exclusive benefit to members who support NET each year at the $60 level or higher. So become a member today by calling 800-634-6788 or visit netnebraska.org/donate. Getting ready here for second half action of this D1 title game. 26-23, Humphrey, Lindsay, Holy Family. Thoughts on what each team needs to do differently or continue to do in the second half?
Well, as I alluded to in the stats, you know, I thought the offensive rebounds and points off turnovers, and obviously Coach Manalik felt the same. He, you know, certainly is going to address that. But this is where maybe the schedule of Archbishop Bergan comes into play. They've been into a lot of close games against, you know, teams where they've probably been down at halftime this season with 8 losses. So, you know, you hope that tough schedule can better prepare you for these situations. But Humphrey, Lindsay, Holy Family played a really good first half. I thought their length defensively is bothering Archbishop Bergan. I thought Bergan settled for, you know, some quick threes where, you know, maybe driving that, getting inside. But this game is not going to be a blowout. I think we're going to see a finish similar to the Auburn game this morning where, you know, one team's probably going to have the ball with a chance to win in the end.
Great crowds on hand here for this D1 title game. We've had really good crowds throughout the entire tournament. as Humphrey Lindsay Holy Family will have it to start second half action.
See, Bergan starts, looks like man-to-man. What they'll do, end up switching all of these screens.
Brett Honus knocks down the three-pointer to start it out. And quickly extends that lead to 6. That will stay with Bergan.
That's some of the balance that we alluded to. Honus did not score in the first half, but obviously confident player, averaging 9 a game this season, comes out of the halftime shooting a wide open 3 and knocking it in.
Interesting, Honus averaged, as the foul on Frickenstein will send him to the line. Honus averaged about 12 a game last year as a junior, but because of the balance and the addition of the 2 freshmen and the suits, his point production has gone down, but not his ability. And Joe Hesse said if he had a vote for All-State, it would probably be Brett Honus, just because of what he means to this team. And I think we all know those players who, you're a better team when they're on the floor, when that person is on the floor.
Yeah, 80 assists, 20 or 51 steals. So not only you mentioned the scoring going backwards, but I would guarantee those other 2 categories probably got up, and that's just a testament to being able to accept your role for the benefit of the team. It's always more fun to play with, more better players, right? You give yourself a chance to win, and that's why they're here in the state championship.
Down here at state, Honus has 9 in the opening round. He had 15 in that semifinal win over Paxton. 61-43 was the final in that game. Good feed down low. Not finished by Hansel, who had a really good first half.
That's a possession, but as a coach, you can live with that. Get the ball onto the block against the Bergan zone. Fortunate for Hansel, could knock it in.
Long 3 by Vance off the front of the rim. Rebound by Lindbergh. And we have a jump ball. Tied up by Brett Honus.
That's now 9 rebounds by Lindbergh. Having a big impact on the backboard.
And the nice bucket by Lindbergh. Back to within 2.
Great post up, deep post position.
What great job in transition. Dylan Hansel with a nice pass, and Ethan Hansel. The 2 are cousins.
There you see the earlier bucket by Lindbergh, deep post position, and being able to score that jump hook over your left shoulder.
Tipped away and stolen by Tyler Suits. Honus up top. 31-27. Bulldogs up.
Really the only part of the game that hasn't been well played. Both teams have turned it over maybe a couple more times than what the coaches would like to see.
Smooth jumper there by Trey Vance, who now leads Bergan in scoring with 10 points. First Bergan player into double digits. Hansel for Humphrey Lindsay Holy Family has 13. Tried to add to that, comes up a little short. Chance to tie it or take the lead. For Bergan. And they take the lead. 32-31 on the 3 by Frickenstein. Loose ball and a turnover. Bergan early on here in period number 3. Let's regain the lead. Their last lead prior to that was in the first half. First period. Goaltending called on Vance. Basket is good by Turner Beller.
A great job of getting your eyes up, looking down the court. Seeing the open Beller. Good call by the officials. Always hard in transition when you're in a full sprint to keep good vision on the game. Trail official picked up the off the backboard goaltending. Humphrey, Lindsay, Holy Family staying in there, 1-3-1.
Deep three is off, good rebound down low. And it goes off of Ritter. It was the Bulldogs ball. Coming in now for the Knights, Thunder Myers is in, as well as Titan Vance. Tipped away and taken away by Riley Lindbergh. Lindbergh's had a nice second half, nice third period.
They're really filling the stat sheet up. A couple steals. Going to be in double digits here for rebounds.
Good rebound by Beller. Honest will take. Three on the way. Hansel knocks it down. Dylan Hansel with the three-pointer.
Kind of gives that surprise look. Not a spot that you try to use the backboard for, but in the state finals, you'll take it.
Big block by Turner Beller. He's going to be called for the foul. So Beller picks up the foul there. It will send Bergan to the line. But it's Humphrey, Lindsay, Holy Family taking the lead on the three that rattles in by Dylan Hansel.
You are a Nebraska farmer. You defined tough. You pushed the limit. You gave it all you had. And when you got to the end of the field, you turned around and we were there behind you every step of the way. Our success is measured by our understanding of your farm. It is measured in your trust in us at Aurora Cooperative. Tougher together, Aurora and you.
Whether it's spring planting, fall harvesting, or just a drive across the state, soy biodiesel helps a diesel-powered engine operate in a demanding job. Soybean oil from Nebraska soybeans makes biodiesel a renewable fuel that's also environmentally responsible. The soybean checkoff plays a major role in supporting the use and availability of biodiesel. The Nebraska Soybean Board, growing opportunity from the ground up.
Welcome back to Pinnacle Bank Arena. Third quarter action here in this D1 title game. Bergan trailing Humphrey, Lindsay, Holy Family, 36-32, in what's been a back and forth battle. There is Joe Hesse in his first year as the head coach. His dad, Rick Hesse, was a longtime head coach at Clearwater from around 79 until the early 2000s. He was a head coach at Wallace for 4 years, was Joe. And in year number one, he has this co-op team, which is in its 6th year of a co-op down here in the state championship. Girls have been down here a few times in basketball as well as volleyball, but this is the first trip for the guys as part of this co-op. Lindsay Holy Family won titles previously in 2005. They were runner-up in 2000 and 2004. And Humphrey, they won it in 1987 at this co-op, the first time.
Yeah, got to give his kids a lot of credit. I thought Bergan really came out of the halftime, focused, kind of went on a little run there, but Humphrey, Lindsay, Holy Family was able to answer that run and push the lead back up to 3.
Honest breaks the Half-court trap. Vance takes it away. And then stolen back by Suits. Suits with a nice dish. Laid in by Beller. And the Bulldogs extend that lead to 5. In transition, quickly the other way. Blocked by Jacob Suits.
Yeah, Suits makes a really good play, just being under control, waiting for his teammate Beller to finish. And then staying completely perpendicular up in the air.
And Vance knocks in the 3. Pace picking up here in the latter half of this third. Travel by Beller. Drug that pivot foot.
Yeah, really big 3 by Vance to kind of get the momentum back. That's his 3rd 3 so far in the game. Basketball is such a game of runs and momentum.
Another 3-pointer by Dre Vance. And Bergan back in the lead. Long 3, the freshman nails it. Jacob Suits with the 3-pointer. And when we said the pace has picked up here in this latter half of the third, without question. Take a look. Vance with the open look.
Yeah, another good inside to outside 3-point shot.
Then the freshman Suits knocks it in. Been a good game there for Dre Vance, the senior guard who averages nearly 15 a game. Has a lot of offers, really hasn't decided if he wants to play basketball at the next level. We said off the top, Coach Molnarek thinks he really translates as a shooting guard in college, kind of at that 2, but he's doing what the team needs, playing the point, and doing a nice job here today. Those last 2 3-pointers for Vance, and he's suddenly at 16 points above his season average. He had 17 in the opening round. 4 of 9 from 3-point range, and you see the assists there for Dre Vance.
Looks like a box and 1.
Vance drives again. Shot blocked. Here is Suits down low. Kicks it out to Hannes. Suits thought about the 3. To the basket, but Lindbergh there for the rebound. Other way, cannot get the roll. Vance with the rebound. Check that. That's Krickenstein with the rebound. Loose ball. Right into the hands of Hannes. Good feed to Beller. They'll go to the line to shoot 2. With the foul was called on Thunder Myers. Nope, check that, Riley Lindbergh. It's going to be the 2nd foul on Lindbergh.
First free throw of the game for Beller. Knocks it in.
Both ends are good. He has 10 points. Back into the game is Jason Suits for the Bulldogs. He'll replace Turner Beller.
Yeah, their regulation game or during the season was 54-56. So kind of right back on that pace, which sometimes you see not as much scoring in the state tournament with the 3 days of fatigue, and certainly playing in Pinnacle Bank Arena is new for this class. So they've played through high school, been to Devaney to get the chance to play at PBA.
Tipped away, it'll be off of Suits, stay with the Knights. They'll have 11-7 to get a shot off.
Yeah, really, no real foul trouble for either team. So should be a great fourth quarter.
Here is Vance, defense extends on him, looking for his shot. It was tipped. The shot is up at the buzzer and no good. So we head to period number 4. And Humphrey Lindsay Holy Family has the lead, 43-39. Class D1 title on the line here at PBA.
Don't be in a hurry when it flurries. The roads are not fit to drive. Tires will slip and lose their grip. You'll be lucky to make it alive. Don't be in a hurry when it flurries. Best to leave home prepared. Look at all the snow and watch it blow. I wouldn't go out if you dared. Don't be in a hurry when it flurries. You should have checked 511. Look out now, here comes the plow. You're gonna be late anyhow. Don't be in a hurry when it flurries. It would be better not to go out alone. All of this ice is not so nice. Next time, better stay home.
It's thanks to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends. It's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank, growing together.
The 22 and now for the introduction of the
There's a look at the state champs from just last weekend. Girls basketball team picked up the title for Bergan, and the guys trying to come from behind and win a title here on the guys' side. Underway here in period number 4. Bulldogs with that 4-point lead inside the Suits, does not finish. And on the sideline, turns it over. It'll be Bergan's ball. Bergan came out of that halftime locker room and took a lead, trying to do the same here in the 4th.
They're gonna go box and one. Forces a Bergan turnover. Give Coach Hess credit. I certainly think, Frankenstein has been quiet, even though he has 11 points. That's certainly a key scorer. They're going to have to do a good job on him if they want to capture this state championship.
Three on the way. Rattles around, in. Gets the roll. Big three-pointer from Jacob Suits. Largest lead of the game for either team, a 7-point advantage.
Well, sometimes you just feel like you're running up a mountain, and that's what it feels like a little bit for Bergan. You'll see this three. I think it touched about every spot of the rim it can touch and went in, which gets Suits to double figures. Here you go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and back in. That might be a record. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe that's off one, but great momentum play, and like I said, got Suits into double figures with 11.
So a timeout taken, and the Bulldogs have taken command here with 6:59 to go in this D1 title game. They lead at 46-39. Jacob Suits with 11, Ethan Hansel with 13 to lead the way for Humphrey Lindsay Holy Family.
Yeah, if you're Coach Menarek, you're really trying to free up, maybe Frickenstein for some type of a touch to get him going. But you also, have to look for Dre Vance. Has 4 big threes, currently leading them in scoring at 16. But those two have, really been their go-to guys all season, and they're going to have to, step up and find some shots here with 7 minutes to go to get Archbishop Bergan back in this game.
So Titan Vance to inbound to Dre Vance, who will take the 3. Off the back, and the rebound by Suits. Each team at one point in the game has led by 7. Bergan's 7-point lead came back in the first period. From the corner again, got it. Shot by Tyler Suits. Tyler Suits with the 3-pointer from the same spot. Extends that lead to 10, 6:23 to go. Tipped away, it'll stay with Bergan. Pull up from Fickenstein is off. Put back not there, and it will go back to the Bulldogs. So Humphrey Lindsay Holy Family beginning to wrestle control away from Bergan in this game, up by 10 with under 6 to go. And the foul called on Titan Vance. His first foul. And only the second team foul for Bergan. 4 team fouls on Humphrey Lindsay Holy Family.
I think Bergan is going back to more of a traditional man-to-man versus their matchup, trying to maybe use their defense to force some turnovers.
And with that lead now, the Bulldogs will start to slow things down a bit or look for a good shot. Just be maybe a little more patient in their offense. Two officials got together, nice job. Instead it went off of the Bulldogs.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with, that's why there's a team of 3 out there. They're all responsible for an angle, but sometimes you get shielded away. The important thing is you get the call right.
Vance with a 3 is off. Rebound by Lindbergh. On the ground, and we have a jump ball. Possession arrow will stay with Bergan. Back in now for the Bulldogs is Dylan Hansel as well as Turner Beller. The freshman twins will come out, Jason and Jacob. And a timeout taken by the Bulldogs. (49-39). Take another look at off of that shot. Let's go down to the floor to Andy Kindy.
Grant Frickenstein of Archbishop Bergan, he's involved in something called Athletes for Children. It's a charitable effort by local high school kids around Nebraska, which makes it truly unique. For every 4 points he scores, he donates $1 to raise funds to benefit Children's Hospital and Medical Center, the NICU there, the newborn intensive care unit. Frickenstein's cousin had been born premature, and he says it's a good way to help. If you want more information on Athletes for Children, it's www.athletes4children.com.
Thanks very much, Andy. And there is Grant Frickenstein, leading scorer for Bergan, who has been well guarded by the Bulldogs this morning and early afternoon. There's his stat line. Off the inbounds pass, the turnover.
Bergan really needs to string some stops together here. Don't have great body language. I think, you know, they're a little frustrated. Things haven't gone their way, but certainly plenty of time. A couple stops, couple baskets. Like Humphrey, the Lindsay Holy family's content to try to take a little time off the clock here.
And turned it over. The other way, here comes Vance, kicks it out. And Titan Vance knocks down the three-pointer. Back to within 7. Get it back to their point guard, Brett Hannes. Here's Dylan Hansel, now off to Suits, Tyler Suits, the junior. Good bounce pass inside to Hansel, who tried to feed Beller.
Yeah, that was a big three by Vance there. You could just see it kind of brought a little life back into Archbishop Bergan.
Full timeout taken by Archbishop Bergan, as they trail here by 7, 3:45 to go. It's been a good game for the freshman Jacob Suits. Jason and Jacob are twins, both freshmen. Between the two, they average almost 20 points a game. Jacob, number 24. Let's look at his highlights of this game. Of course, that long three-pointer right before the buzzer to end period number 1. He's got some range.
Yeah, I really think those two have been the difference in the game. If you look at their season, lost 3, relatively early December, January losses. And then you can just see their confidence out here today. They're playing, they're making big plays, they're active defensively, blocking shots, rebounds, finding score. And if you look at Coach Hesse, when things get tough and they're on the bench, he's quick to put them back in. So he's recognizing the impact that they're both having on this state championship.
I want to remind you can get a DVD copy of these state high school championships from the NSAA State Championships, 1995, plus shipping and handling. Call 800-868-1868 to order. 3:45 to go. There's a look at Jacob Suits. I'd like to have 2 freshmen, 6'3" players between the two, bringing you 20 points coming off the bench.
It's probably a name that we're going to be hearing down here at State over the next few years. Such a critical spot of the game. You're up 7. You want to be patient, but yet you don't want to get so passive that you lose some momentum. You see Archbishop Bergan's defense is starting to extend, trying to create a turnover. Bergan only has 2 team fouls, so if they're going to foul as a strategy to get back into it, they're going to need to be aggressive here.
And taken away, the steal by Dylan Gartner. And right back, the steal by Suits. That's Jason Suits with the steal. Off to his brother Tyler. There are 3 Suits brothers on the floor right now, along with Beller and Hannes. Here's another look at the steal.
Yeah, really nice anticipation. Kind of saw the play before it happened. Was able to rotate. And then he didn't force on the other end. He got it back in the offense, and then they took another 20 seconds off the clock before they were fouled. Sometimes you lose poise as a freshman. You get excited trying to turn steals into points.
Jake Ritter back into the game now for the Knights, and the foul by Frickenstein. That's just the 4th team foul, 2nd foul on Frickenstein. Back in comes Titan Vance.
Yeah, Bergan's going to have to look to trap, and if you can't get a steal, probably looking at trying to foul a little bit here, down 3 possessions, 7 points.
Lindbergh with the foul. So right now it's try to create the turnover off the inbound and foul to get to the bonus.
Yeah, if you look at Humphrey, his Holy Family, they're 7-7 from the free throw line. So
yeah.
They've done a really good job of capitalizing on those chances. Looks like that'll be the 6th team foul, so next one will be the bonus.
And also 3 now on Frickenstein and 3 on Gartner. So both Dylan Gartner and Frickenstein with 3 personal fouls, as well as Lindbergh. Ritter back in now. Next foul puts the Bulldogs in the bonus. Inbound to Beller, and he is fouled, and Beller will go to the line. That foul called on Dylan Gartner. That's number 4 now for Gartner. So Titan Vance will now be back in. Thunder Myers also coming in.
Yeah, 2.5 minutes, still plenty of time, only 7. These are big front end of a 1-and-1 here.
Still perfect from the line.
That clutch free throw by Beller. Makes him 3 of 3 on the day.
Tipped around. Thunder comes down with a rebound. 3 on the way from Vance. Off the back. Suits with the rebound. And the foul will send Hannes to the line. Foul on Dre Vance. 8-point advantage here for the Bulldogs as they look for their first ever state champ as a co-op between Humphrey Public and Lindsay Holy Family.
This is Hannes' first trip to the free throw line.
There was a stretch there where Lindsay Holy Family, Humphrey Lindsay Holy Family, really began to realize, you know, we might have a chance at a state title when they played Wisner Pilger, Neely Oakdale, Clearwater Orchard, all outstanding teams, 3 in a row, and won each of those games by better than 15 points. Drive there by Vance. That's when Joe Hess started to think, okay, we might have something here. And a quick foul will send the Bulldogs back to the line.
Yeah, that's what you need to do if you're Bergan, is just keep attacking. keep scoring. So the game keeps going on. That pressure tends to mount from the free throw line a little bit.
You guys have been fairly active on the bench today. Both of the free throws are good from Jacob Suits. Off of the foot of Vance, and he saved it. Foul called.
I've been impressed with Frickenstein. Has a good mid-range game. He's made a couple threes, but done a nice job of using the dribble to get to that 15 to 8 foot range and look to score out of that. I think just the pure size of Humphrey Lindsay Holy Family has bothered Bergan. They're just long, lanky. They rebound it well. Can play post defense. They challenge shots in the lane. I think they have 5 blocks, in the game, which, so it's not only you're getting the block shots, but it's also in the mindset of a player when you drive that you can get your shot blocked. I think that changes aggressiveness a little bit, or you alter a shot, maybe miss a layup, just knowing that you have some size and length around the basket that will challenge.
Gartner now back in for Lindbergh, who will get a break with 4 fouls, as they're probably looking to foul right away, and they do. Foul Brett Hannes. 8-point advantage. The largest lead by either team was 10. Bulldogs took that lead at about the 6-minute mark of this final period.
Yeah, I thought there's kind of 2 key stretches. Bergan came out of halftime with a lot of energy, scored.
Took the lead.
Yep, and then Humphrey Lindsay family made a couple threes. And then Bergan kind of came back, and then Humphrey used 2 more threes to kind of stretch that lead back out to 10. And those 2 stretches, they're kind of able to answer the pressure that Bergan put on them. And it looks like that, might be the difference, but.
Both free throws good by Hannes. Myers and Lindbergh back into the game now for the Knights. Foul is going to be called on the Bulldogs, Jason Suits.
It's only 6 team fouls, so still no free throws. I think Archbishop Bergan needs to score and look to trap a little bit more than just foul. Try to see if they can get a turnover here.
Suits rips that rebound. And the foul called on Vance. And as good at the line as the Bulldogs have been, coming down to a free throw shooting contest here in this last 1:30. As they have a chance to take their largest lead of the game here from the line. First free throw missed by Hannes. He was 4 for 4 prior to that. Brett Hannes with 8 points in the game. Long 3 is off. And the rebound to the Bulldogs. Hannes again is fouled. He'll go back to the line. 11-point advantage for Humphrey Lindsay Holy Family. They played this Bergan team and lost 56-54 late in the year. In fact, it was a sub-district final. They lost to Bergan, so Humphrey Lindsay Holy Family benefiting from the wild card to get here to the state finals. A wild card is paid off. Jump ball called. Boy, great job by Suits to get a hand on the ball and not create the foul. Inside a minute to go. Timeout. The Bulldogs have had 6 losses this year, but rebound and bounce back from each of those, and really going into the postseason, we're playing some of their best basketball of the year. If you love watching high school sports and Nebraska high school championships on NET, we'd love you to become a member of our Sports Partners Club. With your generous donation to NET, you help us produce more than 200 hours of sports programming each year. You can show your support by joining the NET Sports Partners Club at just $10 per month, and we'll send you that exclusive NET Sports Partners Club fleece jacket. 800-634-6788 is the number to dial.
I think Humphrey's fan base is starting to feel it a little bit, getting closer to that state championship.
Jake Ritter with the foul. That'll send Suits to the line. Jacob Suits. Jacob with 13 points in the game to lead the Bulldogs. Now 14. Humphrey Lindsay Holy Family has shot 46% from the floor, 60% from three-point range on 6 of 10 three-pointers, and 90% from the floor. It's been a good shooting early afternoon for the Bulldogs. Blocked by Vance. Loose ball picked up by the Bulldogs. And that should do it.
Yeah, pretty impressive state tournament run.
Yeah.
Two almost 20-point wins in the first 2 rounds, and then you're able to push this out to 15. I really thought it would be a close second half based on how the season played out. But
Brett Honus looks to the stands and smiles. Just the 6th year of this co-op between Humphrey and Lindsay Holy Family, and in year number 6, they take home their first ever state championship. As you said, an impressive run, a 20-point win against Hartington Newcastle to open it up, an 18-point win against Paxton, and they close it out here in the finals, winning by 15, a state championship for the Bulldogs of Humphrey Lindsay Holy Family.
Pride of place is more than just a saying. It's a movement, driven by a desire to achieve and the unwavering faith of the fans. Like a town and its team, Farmers Mutual of Nebraska, always alongside you.
FFA's vision is to build leaders, grow communities, and strengthen agriculture. The funds from Constellation will most likely be directed to one of those areas. But most importantly, people need to know that it is at the local level. It's helping local chapters.
Constellation provides natural gas for Nebraska homes, farms, ranches, and businesses. Through our support for 4-H and FFA, we're providing energy for Nebraska's future as well. Natural gas from Constellation.
Coverage of the 2019 NSAA Boys High School Basketball Championships on NET is made possible in part by Aurora Cooperative, Constellation Energy, and the Nebraska Corn Board. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support. Well, congratulations once again, the state championship for the Bulldogs from Humphrey, Lindsay, Holy Family. Time now as the Nets come down to introduce you to our runners-up. And for that, let's go to our public address announcer. Here's
The Nebraska School Activities Association is honored to have medals and trophies for both of these outstanding teams. Presentations will be made by NSAA Executive Director Jay Beller, NSAA Board of Directors Thomas Lee from Omaha Northwest, Dr. Bob Resnicek from Boys Town, and U.S. Bank Representative Lisa Leffler. Here are the awards for runner-up: Archbishop Bergan High School. Head coach Ryan Milnarek and his assistants will present the silver medals. Players, as your name is called, please come forward. Number 3, Titan Vance. Number 22, Shea Gossett. Number 24, Jackson Gilfrey. Number 34, Sam Sleister. Number 35, Lucas Preuss. Number 42, AJ Walter. Number 5, Jake Ritter. And to the seniors, 0, Caleb Vilwalk. Number 33, Nick Kincannon. Number 44, Thunder Myers. Number 10, Dylan Gartner. Number 15, Grant Frickenstein. Number 21, Dre Vance. And number 25, Riley Lindberg. For these outstanding athletes and their school, here is the 2019 NSAA Class D1 State Basketball Runner-Up Trophy. Congratulations, Archbishop Bergan High School. Now, to the champions, Humphrey, Lindsay, Holy Family. Head coach Joe Hesse, we have a special award for you. Coach Hesse and his assistants will present the gold medals. Players, please come forward as your name is called. Number 3, Bryce Clausen. Number 4, Jacob Brandel. Number 13, Aiden Widener. Number 21, Trent Reardon. Number 22, Jason Suits. Number 24, Jacob Suits. Number 30, Cooper Beller. Number 2, Brett Hannes. Number 23, Tyler Suits. And to the seniors, number 5, Brandon Wunderlich. Number 15, Carter Masteller. Number 10, Turner Beller. Number 12, Dylan Hansel. And number 32, Ethan Hansel. Presenting the championship game ball from Farmers Mutual Insurance, Regional Director of Agencies, Tim Velo. For these outstanding athletes and their school, here is the 2019 NSAA Class D1 State Basketball Championship Trophy. Congratulations, Humphrey, Lindsay, Holy Family.
What an honor for Humphrey, Lindsay, Holy Family as they take home that school's first ever co-op state championship. And congratulations also to Joe Hess in his first year with the Bulldogs. He wins the state title. His dad won 4 state championships at Clearwater back in the mid-'80s, following in his dad's footsteps, his dad passed back in 2014. And what a great honor for not only the Bulldogs, but for head coach Joe Hess as well. When we come back, we'll have a chance to hear from those champs, but first, an opportunity to hear from the Bergan head coach, Ryan Mulnerick.
Well, here with the head coach. Coach, what was the key in your mind? Was it the end of the third, start of the fourth? They go on an 11-0 run right after you took the lead?
Yeah, I think that was the key. You know, I thought our kids came out the second half and really did a better job on the glass. We rebounded a lot better, but you know, every time we made a run and we extended, they had an answer for it. They hit a couple key shots, key threes. I think a kid from the corner, number 12, took a corner shot. It hit the glass and he banked it in from the corner and hung around the rim. There was another one that I thought was really kind of the one that was the dagger for us. It hung around the rim, you know, 5 or 6 times and then finally went in. So, but credit to them. I mean, they were 5 for 5 behind the 3-point line, and they had to make big shots when they had those opportunities, and they did. But I'm proud of our group. Gonna miss our guys. We lose a lot of seniors. Got a lot of youngsters that learned a lot from them this year, but they were great leaders, and I just can't tell you how much I'm going to miss that group.
Yeah, just to get this far is an incredible achievement. What will you remember most about this journey?
Well, you know, our schedule. I mean, we talked from the very beginning about how important it is to be a team of faith. You know, we talk about that a lot because, you know, in our schedule in January and February in our Centennial Conference, you're going through the Newmans and Scotus and Boys Town, and it's night in and night out, and it teaches you that you have to have great practice habits. You've got to be able to bring it, you know, with your attitude, your effort, and your focus during every practice and during every game. So the journey was hard. I mean, the journey was not easy, you know, and so there was a stretch where we were, you know, we may have lost 6 out of 8 games, and for this group to be a team of faith and understand that it's a process and that if we get through that, you know, what team we can be at the end. And they proved that, you know, and then that just comes from, you know, a great group of seniors that care a lot about each other, care a lot about the things that are happening in our school. And, you know, it's great to see them get to this point. I wish we were so close tonight, you know. I wish they could have got there, but in the end, this group is going to build. They built a lot of lasting relationships with each other, and going to have a lot of great memories that last a lifetime.
No question about it. A heck of a run for Archbishop Bergan. They finished the season with a record of 19-9, runner-up in Class D1. We'll hear from the champs straight ahead.
The values that Methodists bring is family.
It's important going through school that you're not just a number, that you're a face and that you're a name to a teacher. And so I loved the small class sizes.
What it means to me is that I found my foundation where I can build on my passion and I can embrace something new in my life. It is a place where I know that I'm supposed to be.
What I like about the cooperative, it's more than just caring about yourself. It's caring about everybody else in the community.
Over the years, I've gotten to know the customers really good, and I think that's really important because we're doing a pretty big job for their operation to get them from plant to harvest.
That's almost when you kind of build the best bond with the people you work with, is when you're tired, but you know they need help, and then it builds respect for all the people that you're working with, just to kind of keep going and make it through the season.
It's hard to believe, but it's time to put away the snow shovels and grab a spade. The growing season will soon be here, and that means another season of Backyard Farmer. For over 65 years, Backyard Farmer's been helping gardeners in Nebraska grow things the right way. If you've got garden questions, we've got answers. Be sure to watch Backyard Farmer on NET beginning in April.
Coming Thursday, April 4th at 7 p.m. Central on NET.
Coverage of the 2019 NSAA Boys High School Basketball Championships on NET is made possible in part by the Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, the Nebraska Public Power District, and Nebraska Methodist College. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We couldn't do it without your support. We are back at Pinnacle Bank Arena. 61-46 is the final. Humphrey, Lindsay Holy Family wins it by 15. They are state champs. Let's take a look at some final statistics.
Yeah, you see Humphrey, Lindsay Holy Family really shot it well in the second half, 46%, 60% from the three, and then finished the game making over 90% of their free throws. So just a really well-played offensive game. You know, the second chance points I thought were big in the first half, and then 17 off the points off turnovers was really the difference. Bergan just had a hard time getting going, only shooting 33% from the floor, 35 from the three, and only turning their turnovers into 12 points. So really the difference of the basketball game was that turnovers and the efficiency that Humphrey, Lindsay Holy Family was able to get from the free throw line.
When we come back, we'll hear from the champs right here on NET.
The Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association is pleased to sponsor the NSAA Academic All-State Award Program, recognizing students and athletes who shine in the classroom and on the field. This statewide program recognizes academic excellence, leadership, and athletic achievement in over 20 high school sports and activities. We honor these exceptional students and all of the teachers, coaches, and parents who have mentored them. Together, we can continue to make Nebraska a great place to live, learn, and play.
Dvorak Brothers Ranch's Red Angus understands that agriculture is the backbone of our state's proud educational and activities heritage. For 140 years, we've grown with Nebraska. We look forward to continuing the evolution of the beef industry and recognizing the rich past from which our state's educational programs have benefited. For information on our upcoming Red Angus bull sale or our family's history, DvorakBrothersRanches.com.
Humphrey, Lindsay, Holy Family, the Bulldogs are your Class D1 state champion. Time to meet the winning head coach, Joe Hesse. Coach, I thought the key to this game was the end of the third quarter, start of the fourth, where you put in like 11 straight points. How important was that stretch?
That was a big stretch for us. You know, we down here at the state tournament, we have started games so hot. You know, just got out on people early, and you know you're not going to do that to Bergan. We talked at halftime about how we come out at halftime and we just look sluggish. Maybe some of that has to do with playing with a big lead, but we told them, I mean, the only thing you're going to regret about playing in this game, it's not missed shots. You know, anything else kind of like that, it's the effort and the hustle. You're going to regret not getting on the floor for that ball. You're going to regret not going hard all the time here these last 16 minutes, and our guys did that. And, you know, we made some shots, but we had some effort plays and obviously a lot of free throws down the stretch too.
How awesome is it for this group of kids to win a state championship in the 6th year of the combined program between Humphrey and Lindsay Holy Family?
I don't think I can say enough about these kids. It's crazy to think about where we started the year at to being right here. I mean, we had so many question marks. We didn't know what our thing was. You know, we ended up running a lot of 1-3-1 and pressing people. We didn't start the year that way. These guys, I mean, they just bought into what we're doing, and it's so many great attitudes. These guys, they just love basketball, and it makes my job so much easier.
And what about you personally? I mean, you're a son of a coach. Your dad passed a few years back. He won some state championships. It's got to be such an awesome feeling for you.
It really is. I mean, this is something you dream of. I mean, there's a ton of great coaches in our state. There's some really good guys, and some of them make it to a state tournament once or twice. Not everybody gets to be standing here talking to you. I mean, it is an amazing feeling, and this was our vacation when I was growing up, coming to the state tournament. I don't think I've missed very many my entire life. I mean, to actually be in that gym, to be in Devaney and get to coach kids, it was tremendous. I'll never forget it.
Well, congratulations. He is a state champion head coach, Joe Hesse of the Humphrey, Lindsay, Holy Family Bulldogs. We'll hear from the Bulldog players straight ahead.
Early mornings, late nights, emotionally, physically, mentally tougher. Generations of trust, innovation, and hard work done side by side. The decisions you make for your land and livestock have a direct impact on your operation, the region, and the world. That is why we're there when you need us anytime, every time. We both have one chance, one season, one mission. Tougher together. Aurora and you.
Programming on NET television is provided in part by the Dr. Tom and Dorothy Hallstrom Inspire Nebraska Athletics Endowment.
Explore your community and Nebraska with the NET member card as your guide. When you become an NET Sustaining Star at $7 a month or give a gift of $80 or more, you'll receive the NET member card. The member card app will help you explore all the benefits wherever you are. Call 800-989-8236.
Humphrey, Lindsay, Holy Family, the Bulldogs are your Class D1 state champions. Let's meet some of the players. Brett Hannes, 10 points. And I think as impressive as your points were, 7 of 8 from the line. As a team, 19 of 21. How often do you guys practice those free throws?
Oh, like every day for like 30 minutes probably.
Really?
And if you don't hit this certain point, you have to run. So we try to make them.
Yeah. Well, that's beneficial. If you make it, you don't have to run. How cool is it to win a state championship, the first of its program as a combined program?
Oh, it's amazing. It feels so good. I've been dreaming this since 2nd grade. Whenever the last time we came to state.
Did you think of this as at some point during the season? When did you think that this could be a reality?
I don't know. I knew this group right away was kind of special. We all clicked right away. We have chemistry that no other team really has. So I think right away I knew we were going to be special.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. Hand the trophy off to Jacob Suits coming in, the freshman. I hear in my head every time I say freshman, he's a freshman, he's a freshman. Well, he's a freshman, 15 points, 4 rebounds. First of all, I got to ask you about the three-pointer that hung on the rim for about 10 seconds. Do you practice that?
No, but I don't know. It was just hanging there, and I was just running down the court, and keeps going in and out, kept bouncing there, and went in, and I was like, that was a big momentum game. It was a game changer.
Yeah, this whole journey for you as a freshman, I mean, it's not that easy. You don't normally win a state championship as a freshman. How cool of a feeling is it for you?
Oh, this is amazing. I mean, watching my brother grow up, he was a freshman. They had a really good team when he was, and it's so special. I can't even put it into words.
Yeah, to win with your brothers and your extended family, your other brothers, I mean, that's got to be a neat deal.
Yeah, it is. It's an amazing feeling. I mean, we're really a family, and some people just say family, but we actually mean it. We're family.
Well, congratulations. Hand that trophy off to Ethan Hansel. He's a senior, 13 points, 5 rebounds, and fellas, don't leave this room. Stay put. All right, I got to talk to you after we're done. All right, let's talk to Ethan. Ethan, what did you think about the game in terms of that 11-point run at the end of the third quarter, start of the fourth? How crucial was that to your victory?
It was very crucial. We needed that big lead against them because they could have came back at any point of the game, so we didn't need that.
As a senior, did you think that this would never happen, or was there ever doubt that you'd win a state championship?
Well, this is surprising. I know we had a good team this year, but it's just, I can't describe how it's just amazing that we got here and we won the state championship.
It all clicked, and to win it with your brothers, congratulations. Fantastic job today and fantastic season to Humphrey, Lindsay, Holy family. The Bulldogs are your champions in Class C, or D1, I should say, 61-46, knocking off Archbishop Bergan.
Are you cool to flex fuel? 1 in 7 Nebraskans is driving a flex fuel vehicle, and many don't even realize it. With a flex fuel vehicle, you can fill up with any blend of American ethanol and gasoline, from E10 to E15, from E30 to E85, at any time in any amount. Look for an insignia on your trunk or tailgate. You might have a yellow gas cap, or check your owner's manual. If you're cool to flex fuel, then look for a flex fuel pump in your neighborhood. Flex fuel blends with American ethanol.
NET has helped bring all of us together in wonderful ways. Both radio and television have provided us with great stories about our past and about our present and about our future.
I remember one of the first times we watched TV together as a young couple. At the end, it would say, you know, this program brought to you by, and viewers like you. And Greg grinned and said, "You're welcome."
Mm-hmm. We still
say that sometimes.
Acclaimed financial expert Susie Orman answers critical questions about your money.
Tonight is all about you. The goal of money is for you to feel secure. The goal of money is for you to feel powerful. You have problems, but here's the good news. I have the solutions.
Susie provides essential advice in Susie Orman's Financial Solutions for You.
Tuesday night at 8 Central on NET World.
Coverage of the 2019 NSAA Boys High School Basketball Championships on NET is made possible in part by Aurora Cooperative, Constellation Energy, and the Nebraska Corn Board. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support. And we are back at the Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln. The final, once again, Humphrey, Lindsay, Holy family over Archbishop Bergan, 61-46. First ever state championship for that co-op of programs. The two programs have been down here before, but it had been a while. So this is obviously big for that community and also can be very important for a new co-op.
No, absolutely. They have a lot of young players coming back, so they can build some momentum here. And give them credit. They lost earlier to that same matchup. So the fact that they were able to play tough in the second half and get that state championship was a great accomplishment for both communities.
When we come back, Class B state championship is on the line. Roncalli and Pius 10th will battle for a state championship. This should be a great one. Ranked number 1 and 3 in the state, seeded number 1 and 3. The Bolts will battle for a championship when we come back right here on NET Sports. Stay with us.